Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Our next guest's new book is a celebration of bundt cakes. Here to share his recipe for brownie bundt cake, we welcome the author of Another Bundt Collection, Hart Hoffman. Welcome, Brian.
Hi, thanks. I'm so happy to be back.
So what is it about a bundt cake that we love so much? I mean, you've got a whole book of them.
It's my second book about bundt cakes, and it's because the pan does the work to make it beautiful. All you've got to do is make the batter, and I think that is a baker's best friend. So the bundt cake takes center stage, and you take all the credit.
I love it. This is your second bundt book, and you have more than 150 recipes in this one?
Yep, we just keep thinking up new ways to bundt, and this is one of them today, talking about loving brownies, but why not make it into a bundt?
Please tell me more. Explain this brownie bundt. I am here for all things chocolate.
So this is the thing, you know, you love making brownies and people love eating brownies, but especially at the holiday time or when you're entertaining, you want something that's a little bit elevated, something that can sit on the table and be a little bit of a showstopper. So I thought, why not take the brownie that we love and make it into a bundt cake so that it can get all the oohs and the ahs from the crowd. So that's what we're gonna do. And I got started with just a little bit of the work before we went live, and I've already melted butter and finely chopped chocolate. So just to get the base started. But that's not the end of this. We're gonna start adding more of the good stuff, and I'm gonna add in some cocoa powder, and then to the cocoa powder, I'm adding already boiling water. This is gonna help to melt the cocoa powder, keep this chocolate butter mixture nice and warm, and get that nice and combined, and we're adding in some espresso powder. Now, the espresso powder does not give this a big coffee taste or anything. It really just enhances the flavor of the chocolate. So it's a really nice add-in. But if you don't like espresso or you don't want to have any trace of that coffee flavor, then you could leave that out. So then once I have all of that combined, we're going to just start adding some more of the good stuff. So I've got some granulated sugar, and I've got some dark brown sugar. So we're gonna get this in. And this follows the same method you would be using to make a brownie. And you just get your sugar worked in here to the butter, chocolate mixture, before we start adding more of the good stuff. So this is really just all coming together quickly with a whisk. And you just whisk until you see the sugar is fully combined and into this batter. And look, there's that brownie look. It's getting nice and shiny. You want to start eating out of there, but don't do that yet. We're going to add a few more things. We're going to add some canola oil. And this is where you start to get that shine even more. And when you're adding oil, I like to start in the very center of the bowl and whisk with short whisk motions. I don't want the oil splashing out of the bowl. So start in the center, and then it kind of creates a little bit of a vortex that brings everything into the center. But look at that rich chocolate mixture.
That looks so beautiful. I'm getting more excited by the minute.
It's like you wish you could do scratch and sniff TV, because this is a really good experience right here, and I wish you were here to join me. Then we're gonna start adding eggs. And for today, I'm gonna do this a little bit faster than normal. I would normally be whisking in the eggs one by one, but today I'm gonna add a few at a time, just to make sure we get all the way through the demonstration. So I'm getting my eggs in, and these are room temperature eggs. When you're working with the warm melted chocolate, we don't want to put anything cold in here because that might separate the batter. So you just want to make sure you're bringing it all together. So eggs go in. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get the sour cream just to make sure we're seeing every single thing. At home, you would slow yourself down just a little bit. And then some vanilla extract. So now we're getting still what we consider like the liquid ingredients combined before we start adding the dry ingredients.
This looks like a healthy batch that you're making too. You're going to feed a crowd with this one.
That's right. This is a 12-cup bundt pan. It's going to feed a lot of people. So we're making this really nice big brownie mix. And that's also the great thing about making it in a bundt cake, is you get this really beautiful cake that serves a crowd. So now I've got some all-purpose flour, and then to this, I'm going to get some salt in there and just give this a quick stir to get it combined. And then I'm going to get the whisk out of here and start folding this in. And I'll do this kind of quickly today. I would do this slower normally, but just folding, you start to gently stir once you start adding in your dry ingredients. You don't want to over mix it. We still want to have that really nice tender crumb, so you just fold this in And then when you see a little bit of the flour remaining, I've got a little bit more to go, then you're going to add in some chopped chocolate. So I'll do that now just to demonstrate the beauty of what we're working with here. So we're not done adding chocolate. This is like the triple chocolate brownie Bundt of your dreams.
Yes, please.
And then you take the Bundt pan and spray it with some baking spray with flour. And then once you have all of this combined, I'm going to stir a little faster just to show you this beautiful brownie batter. Look at that.
Oh,
nice
that
and
looks
shiny.
gorgeous.
Just like you love your brownies, and then you take your Bundt pan and pour your batter in. And that's it. I mean, bakers, if you're watching at home, you can do this. It's so easy.
Yeah.
The crowd's going to go wild.
And then do you have a special garnish at the very end that you love to wow the crowd with?
You know what? You could garnish this with, you could garnish it with some confectioner's sugar if you wanted to, but it's brownie lover's dream over here. You could even melt chocolate. You could do like a quadruple chocolate Bundt cake and really love it. You don't even need a fork. It's like a brownie. You can just pick it up and
Oh my goodness.
take that bite.
Can you overnight a slice of that to me immediately? That looks amazing.
Yes, I will have a slice on the way to you.
Brian, thank you so much. Great to bake with you over Zoom today. The book, again, is Another Bundt Collection. We'll have more information on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.